video, I decided I'm going to name off some things that really piss me off. So, yeah, there's not really much to say about this, so we'll move on to what pisses me off. So number one, I absolutely hate being stopped on the street while I have my earphones in. If you see that I have my earphones in, piss off, don't talk to me, and keep on walking. If I have my headphones in, that probably means I don't want to talk to you, and I don't want to talk to you, and I don't want to talk to you, no one! I probably have them in because I want to tune the world out and be in my little world of music. And another thing that really pisses me off that has to do with my earbuds is when I'm listening to music and, somebody decides to walk up behind me and scare the living daylights out of me. What are you trying to make me do? Piss myself? Are you trying to make me have a heart attack? Because, no, I don't want you to fucking scare me while I'm listening to music, and I don't want you to come up to me and try and have a conversation with me. You don't get it, do you people? Something else that pisses me off is when things, not all things, but hey look, I scratched myself. But when, not all things, but when some things are not even, it pisses me off. Like curtains, like if they're like slanted, it pisses me off. I hate it, and it's annoying. Pillows do the same thing. Blankets, vehicles, if they're if they're not parked properly, like if you're in like a parking zone that's fucking like this and you're parked like this, it pisses me off. Number 3, I hate it when you've grown up in a town, example, me in this town, when you've grown up in a town and people know you for your bad behavior, but yet, and then you like are older, so like now, and they still want to fucking judge you for what you did when you were younger, and when new people or anybody else comes into town, they're like, don't talk to her, she's bad news. She bit me when I was in grade 7. That was grade fucking 7. You're fucking graduating next year. Calm your fucking shit and forget about that shit. It pisses me the fuck off. Like, just because I've done something when I was fucking younger doesn't mean it is me still. You want me to go off and fucking tell everybody that you pissed your pants in grade 2? You want me to go off and tell everyone that you fucking stole my shoe and then you bit me? Like, it's the biggest piss off ever. It pisses me off, and people need to fucking stop it. Another thing that pisses me off is boys. Boys. I don't mean all boys. I mean some boys. So don't get me wrong if you guys are watching. I understand. Some boys are nice. Some guys are caring. Some guys are smart. Some guys are... The list goes on forever. But then you have your typical asshole. And he pisses me off. When everything's going well and... Yeah, if you're watching this, you probably know who I'm... You, the person, if you're watching this, you know who I'm talking about. Simple as this. I had an experience recently with... It's happened more than once, too. With a guy that I like. And things were going perfectly well with us, right? And, I wanted to call things off for a bit because I was scared before he called me a whore, and I didn't want to show him a sexual side of me because, he always seemed like he wanted it, and I didn't want to do anything because, if we ended up getting into a fight, he would just bring everything up, and I was scared that he was going to do it again. So I straight up told him that I was scared about it. What does he do? He gets pissed off at me and says I doesn't trust him. I wouldn't have a problem with you if you didn't go off and call me a whore. Okay? That's one thing you don't call a girl. You never bring. Like, it pisses me off. He tells me he loves me. He tells me I'm beautiful. He tells me I'm insane in a good way. He tells me, like, I'm perfect in every way. Like, this is what he tells me. And then, when I tell him one thing that I don't like, or one thing that, ticks me off a little, or one thing that I'm scared of, I'm all of a sudden a bad person, so I can't speak my mind. And then, on top of that, with the same person, it's a different story, but this is another thing that pisses me off with the same person. Say what you want, do what you want about this one, but we got into a fight again. Like, I don't know, we fight all the time, but I still really care about him, and I don't care what any of you bitches say, like, seriously. Anyways, we got into a big fight, and he tries and tells me that he wants me to make my mind up in 3 or 2 days, and I told him that maybe you can do that, but some people can't. Some people with a lot of things on their mind, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, etc. It was not going to take them that long. Like, it was going to take me probably a little longer than that. So then he's like, fine, 3 or 4 days. I was like, that's not fair. You can't give me a limit to make up my mind. And he's like, fine, if your mind's not made up in the 3 to 4 days, then I'm gonna go get drunk, and I'm gonna go get laid, because I'm horny. I was like, cool, so you go get laid, I'll go get laid, and then he's like, okay, but it can't be with this one person, not naming his name, but it can't be with this one person. And I was like, what? So you can go have sex with anyone you want, but if I have sex with that one person, you're going to be done with me? He's like, yes, I'm going to be 100% done with you. I'm going to block you on Facebook. I'm going to block you on Instagram. I'm going to unfriend you on Snapchat. I'm going to block you. I'm going to block you on every social media. You know how much of a piss off that is? Just because, okay, I understand. I talk about him a lot, but that's because we are friends. Everything that I don't talk about just him. I talk about him and other people because, my friends always hang out around him. We have the same friends. We have mutual friends. We hang out all the time. So, when I talk to you about me and my friends, of course he's going to get brought up because I'm with him, like, all the time. Maybe you just need to stop being fucking jealous. And another thing that pisses me off is when people, like, I can't really say who, I'll probably get in trouble because somebody that knows me will probably show her. Anyways, when I get a bank account opened up for me, and then she's all like talking to the person, and I was with her, and she was like, blah 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 blah. I like the belly button piercing, I like the nose piercing, I don't mind the eyebrow, and anything else, it's just gross. And she was like, I don't mind tattoos though. So she looks at me and she's like, Jenna, you cannot get any more piercings or I'm going to cancel your bank account. It's that simple. You can't do that. That's not fair. I don't mind tattoos, but piercings are gross. If you get any more piercings, I'm canceling your bank account, Jenna. It's that simple. Want to know something that pisses me off? Because she shouldn't have a say in my life. It's my body. It's me. It's what I like. It's what I want. So why the fuck should it matter to you? Just because you don't like it doesn't mean I don't like it. I do things to please me and not you. If you have a problem with what I do, how I dress, what I want to put on my body, and what I want on my body, wherever I want holes in my body, I will have them there. It's not your place to tell me not to. Okay, it's as simple as this. If I'm old enough to sign for myself to get piercings, if I'm old enough to sign for myself to get tattoos, that's my own consent. I don't need your consent, and that's what you don't understand. Yeah, so what if I have my belly button pierced? So what if I have my nose pierced? So what if I have my eyebrow pierced? And so what if I have my smiley pierced? And if I want more? That's not your fucking place to be in, okay? It's me. So okay, I'm sorry, I rant a lot. But another thing that makes me mad is hypocrites. Okay? when somebody tells me, a relative tells me that they don't like my friends because they smoke weed, they drink, etc., etc. You know, you can't judge people for something like that if you do the exact same thing. You know, you can't tell me you don't smoke pot because I found your pipe in the dresser, and you can't tell me, and I found rollies, and you can't tell me that's not yours and it's for cigarettes because you don't smoke cigarettes, bitch. And, you know, you can't tell me that you don't drink. You know, you may not be an alcoholic and you may not drink a lot, but yet you still drink. It doesn't matter to me, like, okay, it doesn't matter if you don't get drunk and they do. You know, that's their life, and that's not your business. It's their life. I mean, you can step in to it with my life because I'm only 17 and I am not old enough to go buy liquor, but, you know, until I'm old enough, you can step in my life. But you can't step in other people's lives about alcohol. You can't judge them because of it. You can't judge them because of the pot if you smoke it too. You can't tell me I can't hang out with them because of it. Just because they do it doesn't mean it's going to be an influence. Like, okay, I understand about the influence shit, but the only reason that people do it, and this is how I see it, isn't because of influence. It's because their mind, like, okay, wait. Not because it's kind of because of an influence I see, but in a way, this is how I see it, it's not peer pressure either. You know, if someone's going to come up to you and be like, dude, here, take a drag off of my smoke. And they're all like, no, I don't want to. Okay, that was kind of dramatic. No. But if they're like, no, I don't want to. And they're like, oh, come on, smoke it. Just a puff, come on, smoke it. And they keep on saying no, and eventually they take it. That's how I see it. That's not peer pressure. That's them being fucking retarded and not walking away from the situation. Just people like that piss me off, and you can't get mad at me that I want to hang out with them just because they do it. I'm not going to fucking smoke cigarettes. I've been hanging out with them since I was in diapers. You see me smoking cigarettes? You see me smoking pot? No. So fucking shut up about it. You know, that's just some of the many things that make me mad. And I rant a lot. Hello, rant. And now it's goodbye, rant. But that's just a couple of things that piss me off. Leave a comment down below about what pisses you off. Hit the like button. Yeah. Hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. And, you know, if you want to see more videos of me, you should really hit that subscribe button, because then you'll get notified when another video from me comes. So, yeah, it would be awesome. And like I said, comment down below about what pisses you off, because I'm pretty sure a lot of things piss you off. And don't be scared to rant about that shit. It's your opinion, and it shouldn't matter to anybody else.